into head.
Just head in your mouth.
Just head in your mouth, 100%.
That's how it begins.
Which is a shame because it's such a delicious beer. But you can't really enjoy it like a regular beer.
It's so fizzy. It's just fizzy everywhere. All right, we are live. Hi, everyone.
Hi. Probably just the burp is the first thing.
Yeah, it's probably one of the greatest starts to a show ever.
Well, totally within character, so.
Let's kick it off. All right.
Word.
Hello, everyone. This is Awesome Hardware. It's a live show. We stream every Tuesday evening at 5:30 p.m. Pacific time to twitch.tv/awesomehardware. We stream the entire show. And then the show is split in half on YouTube, so the first half of episode 153 that you're watching right now was already streamed to Kyle's channel. So if you missed that, you might want to jump back and watch it, because his channel contains the bulk of the, shall we say, tech content. I do have some stuff to discuss today, but I'm going to be right up front
for this episode
and let you know that for this episode in particular, we're going to be kind of light on details because I ran out of time prior to the show.
Yeah, the devil's in the details anyway. So.
But it's fine. We do still have subjects to talk about, so links to the stuff we are going to discuss are down in this video's description if you want to follow along with us.
Word.
Thanks to any of you who are watching us live.
Word.
Or if you're watching us in the future, then before we get too far, you should go and click the thumbs up button now.
Yeah.
Before we disappoint you.
We would like that.
We also drink beer while we're doing the show. That's just kind of tradition. So, cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks to any of you who are joining us.
Thank you.
Right now, we're going through this sour, which is quite sour.
It is so good, though.
Oh my goodness.
If you like really sour beers.
Le Grand Monde.
Le Grand Monde.
Flanders style Eau de Brune American Wild Ale with Morello cherries.
Is this the brewery Une?
I think it's Une Ane is from it.
Une Ane.
Anyway, I'm almost done with mine. I made Kyle drink the rest because he's more a fan of sours than I am.
So good.
Also, a quick word of warning: we do occasionally use adult language on the show, so if you are offended by that sort of thing, or if you have small children, then please turn this off right now.
Bullocks.
Okay, as demonstrated by Kyle. That's great, Kyle.
He warned you.
All right. Before we get into the meat of today's show, such as it is, a quick plug for our stores. PulseHardware.net is my store.
Yep.
Check it out. You can buy stuff. If you buy stuff during the show, we'll shout out your name at the end of the show.
You sure will.
And also the word Johnson, which makes perfect sense.
We are sellouts.
The Oxblood t-shirts are super, super hot right now, selling out quickly. Also got some mugs and pint glasses, some desk mats, and mouse pads. Kyle's store, you can also buy stuff from bitwit.tech/store.
Oh, yeah.
Is his, and it's also high quality merch. So thanks to all of you guys who support us by shopping at our stores, and we really hope you enjoy the stuff that you buy and that you drink many drinks out of it or wear many clothes of it or that sort of thing.
All the above.
Indeed. All right. I was trying to do segments for my half of the show, and I realized everything's kind of just a mishmash. It's fine. A bunch of segments all in one. I was going to do mini segments, but I'm not prepared with my lower thirds. If I was, though, it would be Tales from Space. Woo! Is what we'd be starting out with.
Sure.
Incidentally enough.
We'll just pretend. We have good imaginations.
So let's go over this story real quick.
What is that?
A massive object devastated Uranus a long time ago, and it never fully recovered.
Oh, you know that whoever wrote this article knew exactly what they were typing for the headline. They knew exactly.
I know. This is the high point of the show. I want to point this out, too. This is the high point of the show.
It never fully recovered. Neither did Uranus.
This is really...
Neither did Uranus.
This is really... Just... Thank you, Mike Weiner, for talking about Uranus. To sum up, Uranus is rotating on a very strange axis. So they're talking about there was probably a significant impact that caused the tilt, that caused the sideways spinning of Uranus. So that's why it probably happened a long time ago, and that is why to this day Uranus is still having a hard time just walking right.
Uranus is still oh my god. We are 5.
We are.
Welcome to Awesome Hardware.
Next segment. Next mini segment. Wait, I can update.
Oh, that was it? That was the mini...
Yeah, it's a mini segment. I'm doing mini segments.
Each article is a segment.
Next mini segment will be net
neutrality?
Will be Netwatch.
Netwatch.
Mini Netwatch. Here we have perhaps... I mean... There's different ways you can explain this to draw closer or looser ties to the net neutrality stuff recently, but Comcast's Xfinity Mobile has announced new restrictions on their video quality and hotspot speeds. Yes, indeed.
What?
So to be clear, this is Xfinity Mobile, which is Comcast's MVNO, which is available to the company's home internet customers, and it runs on the Verizon network.
So what kind of video quality
So
restrictions
Comcast
are
is
there?
already paying Verizon for data in this case, but what was that?
Yeah, the video quality.
They're restricting, to conserve data, they are restricting video quality to 720p.
What?
Yeah, over cellular for free.
That's...
They might charge... I'm sorry.
For free?
No, they're restricting it to 480. My bad. 480.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's even worse.
What?
Video quality will soon be restricted to 480. 720 is now like the premium tier. Oh, dogs.
Oh, shit.
Dogs are freaking out because my wife is home. Right.
That's really crap. 480?
Yeah, 480.
720, I was like, you can scrape by, but...
No,
480 's-
720 is now the premium tier.
That's ridiculous.
So sorry about the dog barking. It'll be over in just a moment. Just a moment. Okay.
480.
So yeah, 720 is now the premium tier. If you call and bitch or complain, they can add you onto a temporary thing that will give you 720 video for now, but they're going to start charging for it.
Wow.
It will eventually charge an extra monthly fee for 720 HD resolution because they try to conflate 720 and 1080 and call them both HD.
That's ridiculous. So many flagship phones have resolutions beyond 1080 now.
Yeah, and 1080 is just not even going to be a thing at all.
What?
For it. Even worse than that, their hotspot feature, which has previously been usable, is now going to be pretty much unusable if you have the $45 unlimited plan. They're capping the data transfer speed for hotspot usage to 600 kilobits per second.
What?
600.
It's
Yes.
like maybe your tweet will load.
Not even 1 megabit.
Oh my
which
God.
is super useful for hotspotting with something like a hello, my wife's home. Everyone say hi to my wife.
I had faster speeds on my plane
Yes,
to Taiwan.
That's pretty horrible. So way to go, Comcast.
Oh my God. This is enraging.
Very exciting, super useful.
So this is the Oh Joy segment article, right?
I guess it could also be Oh Joy if you want to go that route, but
Oh God.
we're being treated well by our internet service providers.
That's good. All right, give me some good news, Paul.
Not yet. Not yet, Kyle. Wait,
Not yet. Hang in there.
what happened?
Hang in there, slugger.
Why is it doing... Oh, that's why.
Oh. Trying to update the lower thirds.
I was gonna. Netwatch, what's next?
Next is
Next
maybe
is
this would be Oh Joy.
which would be phony news.
Phony.
Phony
You
news.
actually have,
I've got one. I've got one
you
for
have
all
one for
of them. yeah.
everyone? Oh my God, that's awesome. You don't have time to write notes, but
No,
you
these
have time
are
to
all-
create custom thumbnails.
No,
for
these
lower
are all
thirds or-
old lower thirds.
I have no recollection of phony news.
No, we did phony news before.
Maybe once.
Samsung phones have been spontaneously texting your photos to random contacts without your permission.
No harm, no foul.
Yeah, not a big deal. No worries. I'm sure no one has any
Incriminating
images on their phone that they wouldn't want
want them-
randomly sent to a random person on your contact list. First spotted by Android Central, covered by Gizmodo. People have been complaining about it on Reddit.
Of course.
Samsung spokesperson told The Verge that it is aware of reports. Technical teams are looking into it, and the Galaxy S9 and S9 Plus devices are affected. So if you
Only their most popular phones.
if you have a Samsung Galaxy S9 or S9 Plus and you think it's been sending random photos to people on your contact list, call 1-800-SAMSUNG is their advice.
And scream.
There's some speculation as to what the actual cause of this is. RCS messaging update pushes that T-Mobile has done recently, for example, but it has not been pinpointed.
How like complex of a bug for it to actually like pick a photo from your photo album and text it to a random person? It sounds like it sounds like a hack. Like hackers have something to do with it.
Yeah, I mean, I think
it totally sounds like malicious in a sense, but
like the article doesn't seem to indicate it's malicious. It seems to be more like some strange overlap between the phone itself, the carrier, the permission of certain apps and everything.
So weird.
If you are affected, then the immediate solution to prevent this happening is to revoke the Samsung Message app's permission to access storage. And then the app won't be able to access storage to send your files or your pictures out to random people.
Yeah, but what kind of privileges does that revoke you from at the same time?
I'm sure there's other useful things that prevents happening.
Right.
But there you go. All right.
So weird.
Next up, China has some frickin' lasers.
China!
A laser-powered rifle. Actually, here's some fierce-looking Chinese soldiers. It's has similar dimensions to the AK-47, according to the South China Morning Post. It is the ZKZM 500, and it can set a person on fire with lasers from about half a mile away.
Oh my god.
Yes, 800 meter distance, can burn through a target's clothes and skin, and if their clothes are flammable, set them on fire.
What?
Reportedly weighs about 3 kilograms or 6.6 pounds. It's caliber 15 millimeters, powered by rechargeable lithium batteries. It's nice, it's rechargeable.
You can use batteries from your vape.
And
Vape Nation approved.
one battery charge gives you 1,000 zaps. So you can set 1,000 people on fire. 2 second pulses is what it shoots out. It is described as a non-lethal weapon.
Oh yeah, because being lit on fire is non-lethal.
But I guess it depends on how flammable your clothing and other stuff.
Wait, what clothing is flammable?
I don't know.
We should probably know this. Like cotton, regular cotton, or fleece, or wool.
Anything soaked in kerosene.
That's what I'm thinking. Like that's the only thing I would consider flammable clothing.
That's usually what I wear.
Who's wearing clothing that's considered flammable? Why would anyone wear that?
Yeah, I think this is a picture of the actual weapon.
Oh my god, that looks way bigger than the ones in the other picture.
Well, because it's got a laser, so this has got a big focusing.
Oh, so that wasn't the actual gun that they were flashing?
No, that first one was just a stock photo of like Chinese soldier looking mad or whatever. Or is this it? This with so many distracting photos from these different.
They look way different.
Yeah, this one looks way less intimidating.
Looks like it's got like,
it looks
gigantism.
It looks like one of those graphics cards that they made to pretend that it looked like a gun. Who did that?
TSA would stop you for Gigabyte.
Gigabyte did that.
I don't know if they did it with their GPUs, but they at least did it with their heat sinks on their motherboards. Not a smart idea if you're traveling with them.
Something to consider, I suppose, if you're planning on traveling to China.
I mean,
watch out for lasers.
Sure. I guess it saves ammo.
Exactly.
But then again, it is made in China, so who knows if it'll actually work.
All right, next up for my next mini segment.
What is it?
Is
Games Report.
Games Report.
Woo!
Yeah, wait, we don't have
Games Report.
Oh, it's the Games Report. That's why. The Games Report. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so probably a lot of you have played PUBG, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds.
Sure.
Battle Royale mode, 100 people drop down to an island. Everyone fights each other until one person remains the victor.
Yep. Been there.
More recently, has been eclipsed in popularity by Fortnite.
Yep.
Also Battle Royale mode. Fortnite is actually a game that you can play outside of the Battle Royale mode, but because the Battle Royale mode is free, a lot of people have been playing it. It's a bit more streamlined of a game. Different style when it comes to the artistic. You know, the PUBG is a little bit more on the realistic side. Fortnite's a little bit more on the cartoony side.
And Fortnite's finished. It's a finished game.
Fortnite's finished and has been had stuff added to it. So that's led to a lot of popularity. Also, it has the whole building thing. You can build stuff.
Sure.
But
Fortnite.
everyone's always on the keeping their eye out for what is next on the horizon. So Mavericks is throwing their hat into the ring with a 1,000 player battle royale.
Oh my God.
Yes, exactly.
What?
This is
I can't even win like 150 person battle royale.
this is exciting.
Why would I ever want to make it harder for myself?
Well, with more people, there's perhaps a slightly more of a chance that you will not die slightly as quickly. I don't know. I'm just...
And how big is that map gonna have to be 1,000 people strong? I mean, it's gonna be a huge map.
Pretty big. I mean, if it's gonna support all those people and not have people get bored.
Does that mean loading times are gonna tank, or matchmaking is gonna be a pain?
It says it's a vaguely defined MMORPG experience.
Vaguely defined.
So there's a town in it called the Capital that acts as a lobby for last man standing matches.
It's a lot like PUBG.
You can customize your character, upgrade weapons, banks, shops, auction houses, and a range of quest-giving NPCs. The Capital is part of a persistent world that launches in 2019. And then what you do beyond... And then I guess there's apparently other stuff beyond Battle Royale. So maybe there's a persistent world that you can hang out in and do upgrades and stuff. And then you can drop into Battle Royale matches with 1,000 people. 1,000 people also seems to indicate maybe it would last a longer time.
If you're good,
Yeah.
I would die just as quickly. Maybe
Yeah, I
even
mean,
quicker.
obviously, yeah, there's going to be a bunch of people who just die right away, but then you go and play another game or something. But if it lasts longer, then maybe there's more, potential for progression or micro-progression throughout the game. Maybe. Many of the staff from this game have worked on RuneScape, as well as EVE Online. So, it does seem to have some developers behind it with some experience. Yeah. Spatial OS is the 3D engine.
Looks like it's going to be first person.
First person, apparently. Beyond that, I don't know much more. It says aiming for closed beta in August. 400-player Battle Royale mode launches later this year, followed by the 1,000-person matches, and finally the persistent world and MMO part of it in 2019.
I wonder how prevalent Battle Royale is going to be for the next few years. Like, I wonder if it's just going to be like, if it's a flash in the pan, like, super hugely successful and popular, and then it's just going to be like over, or if it's like here to stay for a while, and like all the most anticipated games in the next 5 years are going to be Battle Royale.
I bet there's lots of game developers who are asking that exact same question.
Yeah, I guess we'll have to wait on their moves.
There seems like a potential for like a bit of a flooding or inundation with Battle Royale mode games because of all the ones that have been announced recently or that are coming out.
Yeah.
So, we'll see. A lot of the times for a game, it comes down to like popularity and are a lot of people playing it, and can I join and jump into a game really quick and play?
Sure.
So, that's a factor to consider as well.
I just know I'll always be bad at them.
Well, probably. Okay, let's move on to our next actual segment. Thank you for joining me for this mini,
I liked it.
quick segment of news.
It was like a little blitz round.
News blitz round.
There.
Somehow I got all the lower thirds in there.
Segment
Next
blitz.
is Sword Fight. Oh, we haven't done Sword Fight for a while.
We have not.
We haven't. So, these are quick questions that popped into my head. These aren't as tech related, so just to point that out either. But Kyle and I, with Sword Fight, take two opposing sides of a controversial topic. And we're going to start off with something just pretty simple and straightforward. Are people fundamentally good or evil? What do you... This is an important question. Obviously, we all ask ourselves.
Can I pick the penis emoticon?
No, you can't.
Damn it.
That is for the fans. That's for the hosts.
I'm going to say that people are fundamentally evil.
Evil.
There will always be evil
Thanks, Sel.
in this world. Yeah, Cell's exactly the example I was thinking of. Thank you for pointing that out, Paul. See, Cell... No, I'm sure that's not what you meant. But no, people are fundamentally assholes. And we have to learn to find the good in ourselves. Because my real answer is that we're fundamentally both. So it doesn't really matter, in my opinion, which one I choose. But I'm going to choose evil because it sounds more sinister, and I'm fundamentally evil. So that's what an evil person would pick. I think evil just makes the most sense. I think we're more evil than we are good, which is why there's more hate and corruption and destruction in the world than there is good deeds. At least that's what we are fed, spoon-fed, on the news and online. I feel like we have a certain fascination with evil, which is partially why usually bad stuff makes headlines, and good stuff rarely does.
If it bleeds, it leads.
If it bleeds, it leads. Thank you very much, Paul. Couldn't have said it better myself. So, yeah, everything else is just fake news. Your turn.
Alright, well, obviously, since you chose evil, I choose good, but I'm happy for that because that's what I would have chosen anyway. Because, Kyle, no matter what happens, and no matter what you say, it's all garbage and you're full of shit. And
spoken like a true good person.
I can prove it. I can prove it right now because what are we doing right now?
We're doing a live stream.
We are live streaming, and we're drinking some beer.
Having a good time.
And it's like the two of us. We don't have a crew here or anything like that.
Yep.
Progress. You can look at the past 2,000 years of humanity's existence on this earth, and there has been progress. There is less crime now than there was in the past. There's less chance of just randomly dying from some stupid thing. There's at least some semblance. Obviously the world is not perfect, but there's in most places there's some semblance of law and order.
There's more mass shootings than ever before in history.
You're obviously detracting from my point, but that's because you're evil fundamentally. But that's all right. On the whole, though, all of the good people, the good, nice, and friendly people, balance out assholes like you, and make it so that people, on the whole, are fundamentally good. And because that arc of history veers towards goodness when it comes to the people in the world, overall, even though yes, there's shitty, crappy stuff like all the stuff Kyle talked about. Everything gets better, a little bit at a time. That's because there's more good people than there are evil people. It's going to keep happening that way.
I'm sure eventually we'll all be perfect beings, and we'll create our own little heaven on earth.
No, it's never going to be perfect, Kyle. That's a fantasy that you try to set up there as an evil person to be like, look at this fantasy, it's never going to happen. But that's because reasonable people, like, obviously nothing's ever going to be perfect, Kyle. But we're just going to keep trying to be good people and live our lives and do good things. And maybe that'll make your life a little bit better. Maybe then you'll be a little bit less of a dick.
Sounds kind of pessimistic, Paul, to think that there's never going to be a perfect world. It must be the evil in you.
You're an asshole. We gotta see what the fans think about this one.
All right.
Well, you prevent them from poisoning their minds with your nonsense. All right.
Well,
results.
My money's on the wiener.
The wiener wins. 37% of people.
Followed by evil.
Winner. Finally, evil
Very
wins
close.
with 104 votes. Wow. Well, I guess I have to change my perspective and worldview just a little bit here.
Things got a little bit more bleak and depressing
But
today.
see, if the wiener voter is here, I feel like the wiener voters are fundamentally good.
They're fundamentally evil.
That tally should really be added to mine.
No, all the dick drawers are evil.
Which means I have...
They're all evil dick drawers.
64% of the vote.
No, I have like 70,
and you
73.
You lose. Puppies or kittens, Kyle? Puppies or kittens? Obviously, this discussion must be had. This choice must be made. We have puppies, we have kittens. We must choose which is better.
Okay. You go first.
I go first. Puppies, obviously, Kyle. There's no other choice besides puppies. Puppies are cute. They're loyal. They have little wet noses, and they will come and like lick your face and stuff. They're always clean, and they often travel in little groups of puppies, and they kind of like
they often travel in packs.
Yeah, they're little packs of puppies that move along, and they bring joy to the people who see them. And I think once this whole YouTube thing has dried up for me, I think what we're gonna do, my wife and I, is we're gonna have a puppy. We went to a cat cafe in Japan.
Yes.
We're gonna do like a puppy farm.
Like, you're going to go to one or have
No,
one?
that's going to be, well, that's what we have. So, like, people will come and pay money, and then they can sit with, like, a bunch of puppies, and then the puppies will all come around and be cute and stuff, and endorphins will happen.
Sounds like it's pretty low overhead.
Yeah, exactly. Just have to figure out how to keep them from growing up.
It's as economical as a froyo bar. Puppy bar.
That's what that's really, it's one of the life goals I have lined up, though.
It's genius.
Yep.
All right, so kittens. Kittens, obviously, because I feel like puppies are way smarter, which makes kittens so much better. Because they're dumb as hell, and they do really stupid things for our entertainment and our pure amusement. It's just absolutely hilarious to see kittens chase a laser pointer around the room, and you can kind of like lead the laser pointer off the edge of a cliff, like or a staircase or something, and just watch them just completely eat shit. It's the most hysterical thing. It's probably some of my fondest memories with my two cats as I was raising them. Kittens own the internet, the greatest gift from whatever god you do or don't believe in. The internet has chosen kittens, cats in general, as its mascot, and I stand by what the internet holds true and dear. Kittens also will destroy everything you love, so they give you a further appreciation for all the things in life that you will inevitably see wasted and burned to the ground by their adorable little claws. And
you have an interesting spin on some of these.
Hey, I'm just keeping it real, man.
Aspects of kittens.
I've been through the trenches of cat ownership.
Sounds like hell.
It really is, but totally painful. Kittens all the way. Yeah, it's Nyan cat, not Nyan puppy.
That is true. All right, I'm switching to the Double Charlatan.
Double Charlatan?
Double Charlatan, which is a double India Pale Ale, double dry hopped, bigger, hoppier citrus ear.
This one was double pale.
Is that also
too.
Double India? This is double IPA.
Yeah, this is double IPA as well.
It's very interesting.
Is it made with Galaxy hops?
I need a rinser here. Oh, that's happy.
I suck at video games because I never have time to play them. That's honestly the reason why. If I did not have a life, or if I just didn't work 70 hours a week on a stupid YouTube channel, and I could just game, if I was a Twitch streamer instead,
do you want any of this?
I'd probably be a lot better.
Finish yours first.
Yep, I'm only half thumb screwed down.
All right, let's see what people think about the Puppies or Kittens battle.
All right.
I think this is going to be important. Puppies wins!
Oh,
hell yeah.
What?
Hell yeah, Kyle.
Oh my god. Internet survey chose Puppies.
Exactly.
Unbelievable.
As predicted, puppies are superior. I'm glad that's been proven now.
I actually agree with that. I would have said puppies too.
Cats suck.
I'm not a cat person.
I don't mind cats, but it's like in very short bursts. You know, it's like if there was a cat all the time, it would get on my nerves. Okay.
My cats are being very cute today.
Final bit here. Kyle already mentioned this on his half of the show.
Puppies.
He talked about an article which is derived from this one, which is on digitimes.com, about graphics cards prices expected to drop in July. This is very good news. Very, very good news indeed. Gigabyte had something to do with this. They told people that they were expecting prices to go down, blah, blah. So,
okay,
we're going to shop for graphics cards.
Let's do it.
Right now. Live.
I'm excited.
Live.
Let's buy one.
We're going to check out Amazon first. What should we look at? I always like the GTX 1070 as sort of a nice middle ground.
That would be my go-to as well.
Amazon's drill down options suck. Come on, Amazon. They're so stupid.
Yeah, it's not like the power search on Newegg.
GTX 1070. All right.
They've really come down in price. You can get one for around $400 now.
Price low to high. All right, we got the MSI GTX 1070, the mini, the little guy, $410.
That makes sense.
Available with Amazon Prime right now.
The minis usually run at a lower clock speed.
Zotax compact one.
That mini's actually pretty good because it's
420.
pretty large for a mini, and I don't think they don't drop the clock speeds as much.
But you can buy a 1070 for $410 to $430.
I know, it's amazing. They were what, $700 a few months ago?
Yeah,
$600 to $700 a few months ago.
For the 1070. I don't know what the 1070 peaked at. RX 580 though.
580 should be around.
Low to high, and of course there's going to be all these non-RX 580s in here. Damn it, Amazon, you suck. RX 570. Here's a 580 4 gig for 270.
See, that's not bad.
The 4 gig should be 200.
Yeah. Well, that was a five. Oh, that was. Oh, I thought that was a 580. Sorry.
It is a 580, but it's the 4 gig 580.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah. All right, let's look at Newegg just because their drill down options are better. Wait, components, graphics, video cards, desktop graphics cards. All right, let's see what Newegg has the 580 for. Apply. Newegg only, please. And lowest price. Wow. All right, so 8 gig 580 for $270.
That's pretty good. That's reasonable.
Add to cart. Add to cart right now.
It's on sale. It ends in 4 hours.
Oh, all right. Well,
so
is it still in stock?
Get it while it's hot. Yeah.
It is still in stock.
Nice.
That's
actually a pretty damn good deal.
$10-$20 over MSRP, and it's a custom version from Power Colors, so that's where it should be.
I've reviewed that card.
It's
actually,
amazing.
That's the card we donated to Sal, I believe, too.
I bet he's still using it.
Devil.
All right, what's 1080 Ti at?
1080 Ti is still
7. Yeah,
it's better than 1,000.
Yeah, better than 1,000. Still expensive though.
Yeah.
Okay, and for our budget conscious folk, let's try the 1060. Let's see. What can we get a 6 gig for? 3 gigs look around 230. 3 gig for 230. 6 gig for 280.
Okay.
No, that's not in stock though.
Oh.
What's in stock? 300.
300, yeah.
All right, so 1066 gigs still on the expensive side right now, but
yeah.
Some good news for that 1070 though. And a lot more. I mean, there's more right now, and it's the very beginning of July right now. It's only July 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
So perhaps as the month proceeds, we'll have better prices for other cards too.
I reckon that's the truth.
I hope so.
Yeah. Oh,
what?
I was like, what is? Oh, that's a Hero.
Oh yeah, Hero's right down there.
Hi, Hero.
He's curled up at our feet.
What a nice little ottoman.
All right, so guys, let's jump over and answer some Q&A questions that people have been sending in.
Let's do it.
Thanks to all you guys who have happened to have donated to our stream.
Starting with
we're gonna answer.
Carl Hall, 5 Canadiers. Are you both coming to LTX with Jay and Jerry?
No.
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 No, we're not. Just got too much stuff going on around that time.
Yes,
maybe next year.
We were invited.
We were.
We declined.
Yeah, we were like, no, you come to ours that we don't have.
We graciously declined. We said, thank you so much for this invitation. We're honored.
Yeah, there's just so much going on.
Very thoughtful.
We will, however, be at Comic-Con.
Oh yeah, we're going to Comic-Con.
We should mention that. This is just a spur-of-the-moment opportunity that landed into my and Paul's lap that we took the last minute. We're going to be at Comic-Con. San Diego Comic-Con. So if you guys are going to be there, we might be doing a meetup. I still have to talk to you about this after the show. Date and time still not sure, but we will be at Comic-Con at the LAN area. There's going to be a gaming PC LAN area just to sort of familiarize people with like PC gaming and just where you can game and stuff, tournaments and stuff. Paul and I are going to be hanging out there with Steve OMG and some other people and stuff, I'm sure. But more details later. We might do a meetup. It'd be cool to see you guys there. But LTX, no. Not this year. Thank you very much, Carl.
Thanks, Carl.
Philip Rams. Hey.
Philip Rams.
Rams, yeah. DDR4 Rams. $10. Hey, guys. Love the show. I was watching some nostalgic Newegg vids this past weekend.
Aww.
Any chance of doing another gold build, or better yet, a platinum build? Ooh.
The gold build, I feel like the gold build, I haven't seen as many gold products out there.
Yeah, that's going to require some modification in 2018.
Classic. Yeah.
I think that would require some definite some mods.
It's definitely worth another
painting.
shot at, but I don't think we have anything like actually planned.
Right, a platinum build, maybe like silver? I guess you can get... A silver build is pretty easy to do. I've done silver builds in the past, and they're not too bad. But gold, I think, is something to shoot for, but it would require a lot of aftermarket work.
Yeah.
Cole Bauer, $4.99. Keep it up.
Thank you, Cole.
We shall.
Yes, we shall.
Help us keep it up every day. Irish H, $5. Are you excited about 802.11ax? Will you upgrade your network because of the new version? I usually use just hardwire Ethernet for all those systems that I do uploading and downloading with, so Wi-Fi is not a huge concern for me. But 802.11ax is definitely that next tier that's pushing Wi-Fi forward, speeds and reliability and all that.
I've been enjoying 802.11ac.
Yeah.
I'm probably a little bit more excited about upgrading my network here to 10 gigabit Ethernet though than the 802.11ax Wi-Fi.
It's amazing, yeah.
Matthew Goyers,
15 Canadians. Got a CPA exam coming up on Sunday. Going to listen to this awesome show in the background as I study. Cheers.
Oh.
If you can manage to study efficiently while we're talking in the background, kudos to you, man. That is like a superpower.
I hope we don't detract at all from you learning things.
Throughout our whole show,
that's my only hope.
Throughout our whole show, we should just be like, Matthew, stop what you're doing.
Here's some accounting knowledge we can whisper.
Oh my God, a naked woman!
But I don't know anything about accounting. So
no, nothing.
All right.
But good luck on the exam, Matthew. Pup Shepherd, $5. Speaking of bondage, right on cue, Pup. My YouTube. Hey, but besides that, I hope you're all well. P.S. How much for brakes/rotors cost in California? It's $624 here. How much for brakes and rotors in California?
I don't know off the top of my head.
I have not had those replaced in decades, so I couldn't say.
It would also depend on your vehicle and stuff like that. So it's hard to say. I don't know. I don't know.
They wouldn't be cheap though. I could tell you that they wouldn't be cheap, but
if you're getting them all done,
I couldn't really tell you as far as comparing them to what your rates are. And we're also not really car people, so that doesn't help either. Wishbone, $5.55. You must be related to Pup Shepherd. Was doing Uber last night, ran into an AMD employee, and he said that the PlayStation 5 CPUs are being made here in Austin, Texas, but no more info, sadly. That makes sense, because AMD has a lot of facilities in Texas. One of their HQs.
Designed, perhaps. I don't think they do fabs.
Right, they might not do fabs, but maybe he meant that they were designed or incepted in Texas and then outsourced to somewhere like Taiwan.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But I would be surprised. Darkroom Gamer J, $5. I'll assume the reason Kyle keeps passing over my PC entries is because my PC is too perfect. That is,
most likely.
No joke, that's probably what it is. I don't really see any room for improvement. There's not much room for commentary in that sense, and so I just don't pick it because it's not going to be good for the show or for the viewers. So consider it a compliment if I have been skipping over your Pimp My PC entry consecutively for the last 37 weeks or whatever it is. But thank you very much for the donation, nonetheless. Stephen Hill, what up, bro? $10. Been a while since I caught you guys live. Your audience isn't fit? Them's fighting words. I'm moving to Austin in the coming months. Hold down the California fort. Actually, there is a exception to every rule, and Steven is definitely one of them. Steven's been at several of our meetups so far, and he is by far the most fit person I have seen at any of our meetups. Steven's rocking them guns. That boy is stacked.
Chiseled out of stone.
Built like a sculpture. So you are absolutely right, Steven. Thank you very much for breaking the norm and for just being sexy.
Thank you for taking up all the athleticism for the rest of us.
Yeah, literally picking up our slack. Stevie Chai for the $5. I remain my 3-year-old 650-watt PSU to Corsair, and they sent me a 750-watt in return for being a royal customer. Nice. Cheer, gentlemen. Kanpai.
Cheers, Stevie.
Thanks, Stevie. Appreciate it. Well, that's really lovely.
That's an extra 100 watts.
Yeah. It's a whole 100.
That's nice.
As Lil Jon would say, watts! All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. What? Crafty hack. What up, Crafty? How's it going, man? $10. Miss you, man. Have either of you heard of the Audi's Mobius USB, alternatively Bluetooth wireless, planar headset with 3D positional audio and upgradable microphone? If so, either of you considering a review video? Ooh.
I believe I've heard of that product name before.
I've definitely heard of it too.
But I have not tried that product.
Oh, wasn't this a Kickstarter?
I don't know. You do that segment.
I feel like this was definitely, yes, this was like some revolutionary, the head tracking virtual. Yes, this was supposed to be like the headset that you use or the headphones you use for VR, where it's like fully 3D spatial sound or whatever.
Oh, yes.
I do remember doing an article on this. And
3D positional audio.
I would love to do a review on that, actually. That sounds kind of cool, just because it seems so unique. So come at me, bro. I think I already, maybe you DM'd me earlier. I'll get in touch with you, though. Thanks, Crafty. And also for the donation, man. Pup Shepherd, $10 once again. Speaking of buffering, you can tell when someone has bad internet, because when you get busy with them and they pause, you ask, what's up? He says, I'm trying this new thing I saw online. Buffering. I can't tell if that was a joke or if I misread the punchline, or I don't know. This is awkward. I feel awkward. I'm sure it was a really funny joke, Pup. That it was probably on me. I probably didn't deliver it.
It was
the way that you
the delivery. It was very poor delivery, Kyle.
The way that you described it in your mind. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sure it was hilarious. Scott Dilbeck, $6.66.
Scotty.
Missed you girls dearly.
Aw, thanks, Scott.
Glad Awesome Hardware is back on schedule, guys.
We are.
Well, we're glad to be here once again. Thanks, Scott. Cheers to you, brother. Dimitri TTT, $9.99. I love you guys. Quick question: is upgrading from a 4770K to a new CPU worth for just gaming at 1440p and 144 hertz with a 1080 Ti? The way I look at it, not really. Yes, you would be correct.
Yeah, you're probably fine.
Yeah.
Especially if you're overclocked a bit.
Yeah. It's going to be hard for you to have 144 hertz or 144 FPS or whatever at 1440p anyway, even with a 1080 Ti in a lot of cases. 4770K, I mean, games are still very much GPU bound, so even if you're not even overclocking that, you're still fine. Leo El Primo, $7.07. Finally caught the show from the start. Y'all are awesome. Kyle, when you cut up the Meshify C to fit the Capitan AIO 120mm fans, was there any issue? Actually, no. I'm glad you asked that because there was no issue whatsoever. Temperatures, everything's fine. Even noise seems fine. Like it didn't make it louder at all. So what he's talking about is the Meshify C. On the inside of that front panel, there's like this weird kind of like plastic frame that's just sort of like branches out in all kind of directions like a tree. Mm-hmm. And it was interfering with the two front fans that I had placed. They were radiator fans that I actually had to mount on the outside of the frame because my graphics card was interfering otherwise. And so I had to basically take wire cutters and clip off all the plastic frame on the inside of that front panel to make room for those fans. But once that's out of the way, the front panel fits on just fine, and it's just pure 100% mesh at the front panel, and it's just getting raw intake. And there's no issue. No issue. Temps are great. Acoustics are great. So if you're considering doing the same thing, I would recommend it. And then we go into the donations from Paul's half.
Yay.
Ethan Thompson, $5. Too much head. Drinking some Heady Topper myself.
Heady
What
Topper.
are you guys drinking? We had some Heady Topper on the show once upon a time,
did.
and that was some good stuff. We are drinking, once again, the sour. This is the Le Grand Monde from Pune Ane, I think.
And I'm drinking the Double Charlatan Double India Pale Ale.
How's that one, by the way?
From Maplewood.
Not bad?
Maplewood Brewing Company in Chicago, IL. Yeah, it's pretty tasty.
Nice.
For an IPA.
Or an IPA. Right on. Thank you very much, Ethan. Philip Rams, once again, $10. Mr. Paul, with you being such a stickler for people having their PCs on the floor, ever thought about having a shirt designed with a PC off-floor theme?
Ooh. That's a good idea, Phil.
I like that.
Thank you. My most recent idea for a t-shirt on my store has been in development for like 6 months. So once that one does come out, it will be nice to have a follow-up for it, and I think that will be it. I'll keep that in mind. Thank you very much.
It's like PC on the desk shirt, followed by PC off the floor shirt, and then you could just wear them alternately.
And hope people see me both times. Or if I wear them both in the same video, that could be funny.
have a PC on the desk jacket. It's really hot in here, and take it off, and then your shirt says PC on the floor, off the floor. I don't know.
I like it.
All right. Anyway,
I'll start brainstorming.
Yes, thank you for all these genius ideas, Philip. Irish H, $6. Have y'all seen those pudding keycaps? What the hell are pudding keycaps?
What?
Okay, quick Google search will yield all of my wildest fantasies, I'm sure.
OEM PBT pudding keycaps. What?
I don't understand. Oh, is it just like they're mostly transparent, but only the very tops of them are black? I see. So it just gives you more illumination. It just illuminates more of the actual keycap is like 85% transparent. Only the very top layer is black.
Okay.
So it just allows for more light transmitting, more bleed through. I don't know. I honestly would have to see them in person. I'm not a huge fan of them from the pictures. Like right off the bat, they don't look all that great to me. But again, it's one of those things you probably have to see it in person to really appreciate it. Interesting though. Thanks for putting that on my radar.
Yeah, I haven't heard of those.
Vignesh Balasubramanian. Sorry, I'm not going to try to pronounce your last name correctly, but I appreciate your $5 donation.
Balasubramanian.
Thanks for looking at my setup last show.
Manium.
Love you guys. Thank you for submitting your system. That was very nice of you. Corey Berg, $10. No comment. Thank you very much, Corey.
Thanks, Corey.
We appreciate your monies. Michael Livote, $10. Think of the puppets, Kyle.
Puppies.
Puppies. Sorry. I usually go to puppets
Puppies
first.
won, so Michael, your donation was not in vain.
Like I said, I'm a dog person first, cat person never. I just happen to have two shitty cats land on my lap one day. $5. Exploding Kittens, love your content. That's a great game. Terrible thing to happen in real life. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
I've actually played Exploding Kittens.
Davey Chow, $5. What are you guys doing for 4th of July? I might go to the range, dump some rounds, then get me some steaks afterwards. America. I'm really glad I didn't read that sentence in an Asian accent because it just wouldn't have matched at all. Yeah, that sounds like a great time, Phoebe. I'm probably going to go to Newport Beach here in California with my grandparents-in-laws, Wifey Sauce's grandparents. They're really, really cool people, and I'm going to be chilling with them. What about you?
We're probably going to be staying at home.
That would have been what I did if they weren't in the area and invited us out to watch fireworks with them and stuff.
Mainly because one of our dogs, Nori, has recently had surgery on her leg, and so she needs to be closely monitored, and she can't go out and about too much.
And dogs don't like fireworks either.
And the dogs get pretty nervous and worried on 4th of July because of all the loud noises and everything, so being around to comfort them and everything
that's key.
Is important for us. Yeah. So that's what we're gonna do.
Sounds like a great time. Kane Hander, $10. Thanks for all the great shows. Please hashtag Pimp My PC with a link. Sorry, I will only accept Pimp My PC submissions when I tweet at all of my followers that Pimp My PC submissions are open.
Very purist.
So make sure that you follow me on Twitter at BitwitKyle, and you're around checking your feed around Tuesday morning or afternoon, as I will be letting everyone know.
Just have to be like on high alert all day on Tuesday.
It's really not a big deal. Have a phone. Step 1, have a phone. Step 2, look at your phone at some point on a Tuesday, which I'm sure most people do. Thank you very much, though, for the donation. Reviewing, Playing, and More RPM. It's an interesting name. That's not California. Canadiers. 10 Canadiers. What good is 10 gigabit Ethernet if providers keep throttling it?
Because I transfer files from between different computers on my home network.
Yeah, so LAN.
I'll often record stuff out here in the garage and transfer it onto this system, and then I'll transfer it back to the editing system. Yeah. And so having that be faster would be useful for me.
Yeah, if it's local, then ISPs don't have a hand in it. Mac Shadow, $10. Quick best PC gaming 4K TV, ballpark $1,200. The best PC gaming 4K TV? Get one of the LG NanoCell TVs. You can get them for around $1,200 actually, and they have very low input lag on their gaming mode. I've reviewed 2 of them, the 2017 and the 2018 models, and both of them are the best TVs I've ever gamed on, period, for PC. They're very good. James Brule, $5.
Okay.
I need an upgrade from a Ryzen 5 1400. What should I upgrade to? Asus Prime B350 Pro, motherboard, 16 gigs of RAM. Any help?
That Ryzen 7 1700 has been on sale for some pretty low prices relatively recently, so I would keep an eye out for one of those. Get yourself 8 cores at a bargain price. You don't need to necessarily pay the money for the Ryzen 2 stuff.
Yeah.
It's not a huge upgrade for second gen Ryzen.
Right.
I
would agree with that. The beauty of AM4, that upgrade path. MB67, $13.37. Paul, I'm definitely not in the fit category, but I did enjoy the meetups.
No. Well, I did too.
Every shape and size counts, MB. You're preaching to the choir. Paul and I aren't. We don't have stellar rock body bods, but
been working on it though.
But we hang in there.
Baby steps.
Baby steps. That's right. Satire Travesty, $5. Yay! Now I am closer to the PC I can afford. I still can't afford. Seriously though, how about those RAM prices?
Didn't look at RAM prices.
No,
I will look at those later this week though.
Because we like not being depressed.
Yeah. I hope it's not too bad. I mean, I hope they've been slowly trickling down.
Not as much as GPUs, but yes, very very slowly.
Yeah.
Dwindling. Todd Vance, $5. Johnson, RGB edition, Pimp My PC.
It's a good idea.
Yeah, you know what? Usually I only go for form factors or like custom water cooling, but that might be a good category that I'll look into.
Best RGB implementation.
Yeah.
Good idea, Todd.
Although I might have to require video submissions for that one, just to see any sort of moving effects and stuff like that.
That is true. That'd be very helpful.
It should be fun. Stephen Michael, thanks for the suggestion, Todd. Stephen Michael, $5. Kyle, how do you set up your hilarious head-to-head deathmatch challenges, game/setup? By the way, best joke ever, 80 plus what? Finish the equation. Yes, that's I have to give credit to Lyle for that one. I did not come up with that. How do I set up my hilarious head-to-head deathmatch challenges? It's pretty vague. I don't know if you mean in terms of the hardware. It's pretty simple. It's just 2 PCs, back-to-back, and we game on those. The cameras, we have a multicam setup. I think there's 3 cameras in total, sometimes 4 if there's a special challenge involved. But it's pretty straightforward. We do the audio and video sync with all the cameras. Paul was there to experience it once.
It was,
which you should check that episode out. It's really fun.
It's the best one.
It's a lot of setup. It's a lot of setup. Stack Attack takes probably an hour and a half to 2 hours to just set up for all the props, the tables. We have to rearrange and reconfigure the room. But as soon as we say go or action and we start gaming, the whole recording experience is probably no more than 15 to 20 minutes long because it's all real time. There's no like stopping cuts for breaks or whatever. We just play the round until it's over, which is about 15 to 20 minutes, and then it's another 12 to 15 hours of editing afterwards. So setting up and post-production. Pre-production and post-production are the most time-consuming elements of Stack Attack, with the actual production phase surprisingly being the most quick and simple. Yang Moon Choi, hey, holy crap, $20. Sup, Kyle and Paul. Yang Moon is a good buddy of mine from high school.
Oh.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah, so thank you. That's a very generous donation of Yang Moon. You don't have to do that, brother. But thank you. I appreciate that. Sup with you, bro. Let's rendezvous sometime.
Yeah, maybe we should hang out. It's been a while.
Hit me up. Everyone's always trying to get me to DM them back. I'll DM you back because we went to the same high school because we're cool like that. Fist bumping, bro fist and all.
Me too. I'm cool.
Yeah, Paul can join us. I'll vouch for him. He's all right. Pup Shepherd, $5. It means his adult videos are buffering, so he thinks it's a move, not realizing it's an internet issue.
Let's talk about when you get it on with somebody and then internet's slow.
Again, Pup, I hope comedy isn't your first job choice. I hope there's a career path adjacent to that one that you're really driving home. But we love you, Pup.
I mean, I kind of get it.
No, no. I get it too. And I think it's one of those things where I'm just reading comments so blazingly fast, not expecting them to be jokes. So I'm not delivering them in the way that jokes should be delivered.
Yes.
So I apologize, Pup, for being a terrible medium for your late night comedy.
That's right. I hope if you comments with jokes in the future that we can deliver them better so it more effectively communicates.
Start all your donations with "This is a joke and should be read like one."
Right, and then we'll prepare ourselves a little bit more, maybe get through it.
Yes.
Okay.
We're on the same page now. Yangwon Choi once again, $50
donation.
Of course I do.
What? This is awesome.
Okay.
It's awesome. What's really awesome is that he's
going to him
on my half of the show.
You realize, Yangmoon, that the all your donations are on Paul's half. I'm not seeing a cent of it. He didn't go to high school with you. I did. What the hell's the point?
It feels like I did. It feels like we went to high school.
I'm sure you guys will bond just fine.
Like, remember when we would hang out on the quad? And there's like those girls. We'd check out those girls sometimes, but like they never want to talk to us. What?
Fuck you, because you don't. the shitty thing is you don't even need that bonding experience with them. All you need to do is walk in and be like, "Remember that one time you gave me lots of money?" Yeah, and then you're instantly closer than he and I ever were.
Exactly.
It's just not fair.
It's really a bond that can never be broken.
Blast this capitalistic society we live in. Thank you, Yangmoon, for your generosity and hilarious comments.
Thank you as well.
Ronnie, fuck you. For Ronnie, $5. RGB is for women who want to match their PC to the shade of lipstick they are wearing that day. What?
In a sense, he's right. Because he's talking about color. The world of color is to be used by people who want to use it for what they want to use it for.
I mean, yeah.
And women, of course, will often use various colors to match their makeup or other types of clothing they might wear or whatever.
That is accurate. That would be a good way to explain to perhaps a woman who was giving you shit for liking RGB, right? Who fits this scenario. Not to say all women fall into this category, but I'm sure many of them do. That is an interesting way to look at it, Ronnie, and I appreciate your perspective.
I do too.
On perspectives.
All right,
that's it.
No, there's one more that just came in from Bazinga X. $10 donation. He said, since it's Paul's half. Thank you, Bazinga X. I appreciate you donating just because it's my half. Thank you, Sel, for being on top of copying that comment and pasting it into the show doc.
Whoop.
Cutting off comments now. Please don't do no more donations. No more.
Stop giving us money.
We're gonna switch over to quick
no one ever.
Johnson shoutouts, which I have 5. I have 5 of those.
Ethan gets the Johnson Evolution Gaming Desk Mat. Thank you for picking up. You will enjoy that mouse pad.
Roger B. Or Justin B.
Roger.
Depending which of these I'm looking at.
Roger
or Justin from West Virginia. Johnson to you. Thanks for grabbing that pub glass.
Robert Johnson to Robert. I'm going to call you Bob. Hope that's cool, Bob. Beware Bottleneck's dark gray Heather t-shirt and an Evolution stainless steel bottle opener. Thanks, man.
Samuel. Good old Sammy.
L. Jackson.
Good old Sammy from...
Maybe not L. Jackson.
What is ND?
Is that North Dakota.
North Dakota. Sorry, we don't get many orders from North Dakota.
We don't know ours.
Samuel, thank you for ordering your Oxblood t-shirts, the thumbscrew shirt, and a Johnson for you. Thank you so much.
Roger gets a double Johnson.
Double Johnson.
Thank you for your purchase of a Words in a Circle pint glass. You will enjoy that as well.
Boone C from Washington. Got the thumbscrew black polo shirt as well as the 20-ounce pub glass. A Johnson to you, Boone. Thank you.
A Johnson to Brett. Thank you, Brett, for picking up a CPU Cooler Gaming mouse pad and desk mat set.
That's double Johnson for Brett. Thank you, Brett from North Carolina. He also got the Star Wars, the RGB everything shirt.
You get both and Paul's Johnsons.
Always popular.
Wrapped in one beautiful package. Boone at the double Johnson.
That's double Johnson
stainless steel bottle opener and a Bitway Gaming mouse pad. Mouse pads are hot tonight. And finally, we have one order Johnson for Morgan. Morgan, not Freeman. Not Captain Morgan.
Morgan Johnson.
Morgan B. Got a CPU Cooler Gaming Desk. Again, another freaking mouse pad. Thank you guys so much for all of these purchases. They help A lot.
I have one final Johnson for Charles
Manson.
from Louisiana.
Oh.
Thank you so much, Charles.
Charles R.
Hey, Johnson, for you got the black tri-blend thumbscrew shirt. Thank you so much. Johnson, for you, that's all the time we have for today, guys.
It sure is.
So thank you so much for joining us.
Yep.
If you do happen to be watching live, we're going to send you guys over to do a little Twitch raid.
Who are we raiding?
We like to do that since we're very thankful that there's so many of you guys who come and watch our show. We're going to send you over for some additional entertainment from April Ultima. So that's who we're raiding tonight. Go to twitch.tv/April Ultima.
Raid the shit. She has 10 viewers right now.
APRILULTIMA. April Ultima.
We have
over there.
She has 10 viewers right now. We have 570.
Yep.
I better see her view count go up to 580 within the next 10 minutes.
Exactly.
People, raid the shit out of her. Thank you very much, Cell, for suggesting her and for moderating. Thank all of you for being awesome.
That's our raid. That's all for Awesome Hardware episode 153. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit the thumbs up button on your way out if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're not already. And if you didn't watch the first half, check it out on Kyle's channel, linked in the description.
Or Child's channel.
Whichever
channel. One comes first.
Okay.
And do timestamps for Paul's half.
Oh yeah, timestamps will be also greatly appreciated. Thanks, guys.